Hi Capricorn, welcome to your January reading. And before I say anything else, I want to wish all of my Sun Capricorns out there an amazing birthday season. I hope this one will be a good one for you, regardless of the craziness in the world. I hope you will get an opportunity to really celebrate your life on Earth. And yeah, of course, aside from all of that, I want to wish all of you an amazing 2021. May it be magical, loving, surprising, and overall just an amazing year for you guys, because you deserve that. Okay, so today we're having this big shift happening and everybody's talking about it, so we don't really need to go too deeply into it, but it does definitely set up this new month, January, in the right tone. Okay, it can come up with some shocks, with some with some delays, but like really divinely guided, and I feel like a lot more clarity will come to you already in the month of January, as long as you're willing to surrender to the divine timing of it all. Understand that there is a greater thing at play. Okay, we cannot see everything, how it's playing out, what the reason is, all of that, but if you are getting yourself at a point where you're understanding that things are happening behind the scenes and we can't see them right now, but we're trusting in it that it's going to show itself soon, then you're on the right energy field. Okay, you're right alignment to flow through this change and shifts the easiest way, the way that it serves you instead of harms you. So I feel, Capricorn, not all of you, but a lot of you, and I also, got that from like personal readings and just all of that. It's like really that level of confusion, like, okay, so I'm at this age or I'm at this point and I would like to, I thought I would be somewhere else, or I feel guided to try something different, or I feel this pull, but I cannot put my finger on it. I don't know what I really want. I don't know what is truly giving me that sense of purpose and that sense of fulfillment, but I want it. And that's where it begins. And understand that that by itself is a journey as well. To understand what you're no longer in alignment with is the first step. Okay, so that's already a major step, because that's a step where you're open your eyes up to like other possibilities and other options and things flowing in. If you open up your energy to receive, which is like with the Four of Swords, surrendering to the divine timing, but also surrendering to the solutions instead of being out there in the field running wild, or putting yourself between 8 swords and like really all up in your headspace. So you feel that you have to come up with the right solution at that very moment in that very particular day while you're going through it. No, you don't. When you're going through it, when your anxiousness is rising within you, when you're feeling overwhelmed, or when you're feeling like a depression is pulling at you, a lower frequency is coming at you, that's the moment where you're not going out there searching for all these answers. It's important for you to nurture yourself, because your stress levels are high, and that's something that you need to nurture and cater to. And if you do that, and if you are and of course, you can brainstorm and you can put things on paper and you can send out your resumes, or you can do all of that, but you gotta be in the right energy to do it, not out of a place of what if, or I need to fix it today because tomorrow this, or next week that. No, ease into it, nurture yourself, note yourself basically, and also journal. How are you feeling? Where are you standing? Where are you in alignment with? What frequency are you on? Do you leave any space for things to just work themselves out? I know we are definitely asked to be an active part in it, but not everything is up to us. And that's something that we can see as a gift, and we can see as a teamwork, or we can see it as a curse or as a burden. It's almost like, I'm doing my part, but where's the universe backing me up? All right, so an energy shift happening in that. I really feel that January, February, March. All right, sorry Capricorn, my phone decided to stop recording, but I guess we're good now. Yeah, so that's an energy that I'm feeling. Like the beginning of the years, like you really, first 3 months of the years, you really have that creative energy flow coming to you. That will help you really find some new ways and find some new directions and rediscovering also some things about yourself, some old and hidden talents, some truth about yourself. Also feel like it has a lot to do with your daily routine. You might actually start to focus more of like, how am I, being productive in my day while I'm waiting, for example, for a new job to come into life, while I'm dealing with a lockdown, while I'm in quarantine, and while I'm this. Like, how am I dealing with my daily routine? How can I make that daily routine serve me and on this journey? Or how can I create an extra source of income while I am in this waiting period, and things like that. You're being really creative in that. And exactly that, you see, the Chariot card comes in. You're being you're having this moment of rest. You're nurturing yourself. You're surrendering to the situation as it is. Do you want it differently? Yes. Would you want it to change today? Yes. But will you also surrender to the divine timing of it with the Four Swords? Yes. And that puts you back on the chariot. That puts you back in the driving seat, because you're taking back control. You're like easing into the energy, so it holds less power over you. This person does not really look like he's, all that bothered by it. But it's healing process. I don't know if this person wants to be here at that very particular moment, if he could choose differently. But while he's asked to lay there and go through the healing process, while things are playing out for that person, he's at least not trying to give it all its power. It's like, I'm taking back my personal power, so I control how I'm responding to this period of stillness, this period of halt, this break. Like I said, that's when things are starting to move. Again, the Hangman, it's all about the perspective. It's all about your perception of things. That's where the power lays for you. You have to be nicer to yourself as well, Capricorn. You have to see your talents. And I mean, now I'm saying what you have to do. I understand that's something you don't like. I get it. But like, you could be nicer to yourself. You could be softer with yourself and give yourself some more credit. See, the King of Cups here indicates, once again, you could be dealing with a Cancer. If you are, that person shows up high in its high energy for you in the month of January. So you can really maybe get closer together in the month of January, while you're maybe taking a break from something else that maybe, put the two of you apart a little bit. But if not, then I really feel that you're controlling your emotions. Like, it's like you can find this inner peace within yourself that you haven't felt for a very long time, and you really missed it. It's like, oh, I'm grounded again. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Like that. All right, let's see what else is coming in. The Queen of Wands with the Six of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay. What they're saying with this is that all right, I needed to tune in for a little bit, because there are so many things that this card can mean basically in a reading. But I feel that it's important for you to understand that you don't need to do everything by yourself. This year is not just you doing everything by yourself. The focus is on yourself, yes, but some things is better if you're doing it in a group setting, or if you're doing it with a person, if you're allowing a person to come in, because there's so much more going on underneath, the surface, that it's hard for you to sort of cope with a one-on-one connection. Like, I feel like you're having trouble maybe really being the best version of yourself in a connection, because you're dealing with so much on the low, because you're not sharing or not opening up. So I don't know what it is that you have to open up to a particular person in your life about. Maybe it's your family, maybe something happened, you haven't shared the truth about it yet. But I do see that if you're willing to open up and play open card with whatever that situation is for you, it definitely puts you back in a power position once again. Like I said, if you're willing to do the exact opposite that your natural instinct says to do, it's like not share, keep it to yourself, push yourself beyond your boundaries because you just need to fix it. It's like when you approach it from a different angle, it puts you right back into a powerful position, because the Queen of Wands is like, you can still be beautiful, you can still be powerful, and you can still be strong if you show your vulnerability, if you're being honest about your fears or about what hurts you or what you've been through. It actually makes you a leader. You see, a leader doesn't have to be flawless and perfect to be a leader, to lead other people. No, sometimes it is in the smallest details of showing what really goes on within you. The Eight of Swords, once again, I spoke about this. I said it right here, like, oh, you want to put yourself between 8 swords and just stand there. Don't put it close eye, like don't close your eye to something. If you feel something's off, it's off, okay? I want you to understand that. You got a feeling about something where you're like being closing your eyes towards it. It will show itself in the month of January. All right, this is too much. Okay, what else is coming in for my Capricorns during their birthday season? Is that a Four of Wands I see? Yes, it is. Beautiful. All right, so celebration, coming together, maybe small gathering. If it's safe, then do so. I feel like you're overcoming and making decisions. I see something, because you're not letting this take over, but you're opening up and you're deciding to share it and let someone in. That stuff really deepens the connection. Okay, the Four of Wands with the Lovers. If you're not dealing with someone, it could also be someone else in your life, or it's just you and a connection with yourself. Because if you are very restless, Capricorn, and you're overthinking, then the walls, no matter how big your house is, they will just come at you at one point. Unless you're sort of easing into the situation. See, with the Four of Swords. And it just brings back that peace, and it brings back clarity. And from that place of peacefulness, you can make clear decisions, and you will make them in January. But not from a hat space of like, I have to choose something right now because otherwise this or otherwise that. And I understand there are life situations where you have to. But there are also a lot of things when we feel we have to, but we don't. Beautiful. You're approaching things from a liar energy. That's a 5th house energy coming in for you. Ace of Swords. Yeah. Good. Cutting out the lower frequency, cutting out the bullshit, cutting out you overworking yourself or carrying too much weight. You don't want to do it anymore. You want a fresh start, you want a new beginning, you want different things to be different, and so you will be different in order to see different results. And that's very powerful. You see the Nine of Wands and the Page of Wands. Finally, that new beginning where you feel that you are in the driver's seat, where you're actually doing something that you feel like is connected to you. Like this is just something, sometimes you can just feel that, like this is so for me, like this is, it's what I like. Or I just completely forgot about time. Like I love to, like that energy. That's that new beginning, that's a new journey, and much more authentic. And maybe not the highest position yet, but it's not about that for you in this one, in this journey. So something, a long-awaited answer or long-awaited first beginning of a new journey comes in for you. And it will definitely be solid and will stick with you for a long time. All right, it might actually be something more on an individual level instead of other people involved. Might actually be way more separate from what you usually go for. So from working for companies, working for yourself, you might maybe wanted to take that jump, but you haven't really figured out along the last couple of years how to really do that. But I do see that taking a shot on yourself. But again, from a very powerful place, which is not the highest position, but it's a clear and sound mind. and a clear vision. And it is, because certain things will just reveal themselves. And if you're getting sort of intuitive hits, or you're realizing certain things, don't shy away from opening up to someone, or actually sharing what you're receiving. Some of you, it's really, having the talk with a parent of yours. But like, hey, back in the days when this or that, like, I kind of feel like that really affected me. And I just want to be open and honest about that. And maybe that person or that parent or, caretaker could actually acknowledge it for you. It's like, hey, like, I know we never talked about it again, but I could definitely understand it made you feel that way. And I'm sorry that I put you in that position at that time. And sometimes it's just that. You need the acknowledgement of how something made you feel in order to heal it. It's not for everyone and it's not for every situation, but sometimes it's really just the acknowledgement that counts, that really helps you go through that healing process and to activate that healing process. All right, let's pick up a card for you, an extra card. What else coming in for my Capricorns for the month of January? The Wheel. Yes, I like that. The Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana. Expect a sudden positive change in your life. You can now move forward and make great progress. I mean, if that is what we were just talking about, making great progress, a sudden shift is happening. You just have to be open to receive it and let it come in. All right? I'm sorry, Capricorn, your reading is quite short for this month, but I think, the energy just came through. Very strong, very clear. And I will do maybe like a bonus reading or something like that, okay? I love you so much once again. Happy birthday and Happy New Year. And I'll see you guys back soon. And of course, thank you so much for sticking with me through 2020. And I hope to have you guys join me on this journey in 2021 as well. All right? Mwah. Love you. Bye, birthday babes. Bye.